Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope that you all are blessed this beautiful morning, able to enjoy the good weather that we have. Today's morning thought are two topics, but they're so closely related that they're going to bounce back and forth off of one of each other. The first topic is willpower. The main reason why a lot of us don't see the results we want or don't get the changes we're seeking is simply because of willpower. Now you can say that, there's not enough time in the day, or I've got school and kids and work and this and that. It's all willpower. Everything in life comes down to your willpower. You either will yourself to do something, or you will yourself out of doing something. It's the main reason why I don't accept the word can't in a lot of my vocabulary. I don't accept that word in my gym at all. Because that word is you willing yourself out of success. Now you can try and refute this as much as you like, but it's the God honest truth. Your willpower or lack thereof is the reason why you do or don't get the goals that you want. If you think about it, you've seen it on a regular basis. Anytime you've seen somebody get a diagnosis from a doctor and they say, oh, well, Mr. Johnson, you've got 4 months to live. But then Mr. Johnson lives for another 2 years. That's willpower. That individual decided, I'm not going to let this thing define who I am, and I'm not going to let it limit what I'm going to do with my life. It's strictly willpower. If you've got a dog and you've had to learn how to train your dog, sit. No, it's not easy. No, it's not going to happen quick. But if you have the will, the strength of will enough to ensure that your dog will listen to you above all else, you benefit from it and you see the success. And this brings me to the second topic that I want to talk on today, which is intermittent fasting. Like I said, these two are going to bounce off of each other. Intermittent fasting is a process in where an individual will eat for a window of 8 hours in the day and then not eat for the other 16 hours. Now, there is a whole scientific breakdown of why it works and how it works. And yes, it can work. And that's a really big if you are somebody who is already miles along on their fitness journey. What I mean by that is, if you're an individual that's going to the gym 2-3 times a day, 4-5 days out the week, you can do intermittent fasting. You're ready for it. But if you are somebody who decided, you know what, this month I'm gonna get my gym membership, and you went and got your gym membership, like, all right, I'm gonna start working out, and you actually started working out, then you see a video on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram talking about intermittent fasting, and you're like, oh yeah, I want to do that because I could probably make that work. No, it's not for you. It is not for you. Here's why it's not for you. Like I explained, intermittent fasting is the process of eating within an 8-hour window and not eating within a 16-hour window. You are already doing that. You're not eating enough. You're not going by that 8 and 16-hour rule, but you are essentially forcing your body to fast. You're eating maybe 3 times out the day. And even if you do eat those 3 times out of the day, you're not eating enough. So your body isn't getting enough nutrients in order for it to allow you to burn off the fat that you want. So if again, you're somebody that's just starting out their fitness journey, and you decide, yeah, I'm gonna try out this intermittent fasting thing. It's going to be no different from what you are already doing, because you're maybe eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Maybe. Most people are skipping breakfast, so that's all. You already got that 8 to 12 hour window there, and then you eat something large at lunch, and then you maybe eat dinner, but you're snacking throughout the day on chips and crackers and donuts and whatever, which is all fine and dandy if you're somebody that's far along on the fitness journey and understands what your body needs. But most of you are not. So for most of you, intermittent fasting isn't something you should even think about right now. You've got to first focus on getting enough food in the day, getting your caloric intake. Again, it takes willpower to be able to do this thing correctly. Intermittent fasting takes extreme willpower, because it's not simply you not eating for 16 hours out the day, then eating whatever the hell you want. No, you've got to be able to eat properly during those 8 hours, because if you don't, your body still isn't getting the proper fuel that it needs. So you're wasting your time, and you're actually doing more damage than good to your body. So when you see something that's looks new or is real appealing, it's like, oh yeah, that's a new fad. Let me try that. No. There's a reason why the good old gold standard is the gold standard, because it works. Now, if you're an aspiring bodybuilder or a triathlete or somebody, do it. Try it out. It's great for you. But if you are the average Jim and Jane that's just starting their fitness journey, it ain't for you, boo-boo. It ain't for you. You don't yet have the willpower to do so. You just got your gym membership. You first have to focus on getting to the gym 4 or 5 days out the week before you do anything else. If you want to start a keto diet, cool. You can do a keto diet as a beginner, because that's going to help build your willpower. But intermittent fasting is not for beginners. It is not for somebody that's just getting into their fitness journey. I get a lot of people asking me about it, like, oh, well, I heard about intermittent fasting, and I'm never going to lie to you. I'm always going to tell you the truth. Yes, it does work, but no, it is not for you. You're not ready yet. And that's really all I have for y'all today, is your willpower and understanding how information can be applied. I said it, I think, last week, that information without application is useless. So just the fact that you heard about intermittent fasting don't mean nothing, because you can't apply it yet. You don't have the knowledge and the willpower to make it work for you. You don't have the willpower to eat more than 3 times a day. I can say that without talking to you directly, simply for the fact that you're still trying to figure out why you can't lose the weight, why you're not seeing the gains you want to see. You're not eating enough. The first comment I always get is, well, I'm just not hungry. It's not about you being hungry. If you wait till you're hungry every time, you're doing your body a disservice. It's like having a car and you driving, but you only put gas in it when the empty light comes on. I'm sure it's either you or you got a friend or a family member that does it. Y'all driving in the car, the emergency light comes on, somebody says something, and the first thing out the driver's mouth is, I know my car. Cool, yeah, you know your car, but you're going to know it when it's in the shop and when it's done for, because you let it go low for so long, you had to just run it on fumes. But you can replace a car. Try it with your body. You're going to be 30, 40 years old looking at the doctor like, well, I got to take these 17 pills. And with all the words the doctor's going to say, he or she, it all boils down to you lacked the willpower to do it right the first time. Flat out. Again, I'm not never going to lie to y'all. I'm always going to be 100 and tell you the truth. Have a stronger will, and you will see stronger results. So that's all I have for you this morning. If no one has told you by now, I want to let you know that I love you. Regardless of how this information comes off, remember that it always comes from a place of love. Because if I didn't love you, I wouldn't tell it to you. Stay blessed. Go out and do great. Find that willpower from within. Peace and love till all are one.